3 action of the NPL men's competition. APIA Leichhardt hosts Manly United in today's round 3 clash. It's a big day here at Leichhardt Oval, doubleheader. The women's teams played just previous to this. Manly United running away with a 1-0 win after scoring a goal inside the first 30 seconds. But now it's the men's turn as APIA look to continue on from last week's victory over the Central Coast Mariners. They won 3-1 at this same venue. While Manly United, well, they'll be looking to bounce back after going down by 2-0 to Sydney FC last week. They couldn't do what they did in round 1 where they dismantled the St. George Saints by 3-0. So opposing results for these two teams in their opening 2 fixtures. APIA, of course, losing 6-3 to Blacktown City in their opening game of the season before last week's 3-1 victory over the Central Coast Mariners. We'll go through the lineups for you today and some team news coming out of APIA. They've been forced into 2 changes. Goalkeeper Butsanis and Rory Jordan both out and unavailable through injury for Franco Parisi's team, which means that Alexander Parks comes in goals for the home side, while Jack Armson, the other one to make the starting lineup for APIA. We'll run through the first 11 for you now. In goals, as just mentioned, Alexander Parks. Number 2, Seiya Kambayashi. Number 4, Josh Simmons. Number 7, Jack Stewart. Number 9, Ben Gibson. Number 14, Jack Armson. Number 15, Temba Muatamalo. Number 17, Jordan Segredo. Number 18, Adrian Uccino. Number 21, Michael Kuda. And number 22, Eddie Caspers. For Manly United, just one change, and that is that Miguel Balza comes into the squad. Young Spaniard who offers quite a lot. I'm very excited. Patrick Zvanswijk talking about Balza, so we'll see what he can bring to the Manly United team. Starting from the goalkeeper, number 1, Levi Kay. Number 3, Zach Sviligoy. Number 4, Jesse Pires. Number 6, Saxon Hillier. Number 9, Ben Coop. Number 10, Harry McCarthy. Number 11, Connor Rose. Number 12, Miguel Balza. Number 19, Alen Aganovic. Number 27, Corey Cronin. And number 45, Bilal Belkadi. This is the final game of round 3 action. Some games still going on at the moment. 2 in total. We'll run through from the top. Yesterday, Sydney Olympic came away with an incredible 6-0 victory against Sydney United. Blacktown City survived a late scare to win 3-2 against the Sutherland Sharks. Same situation at Marconi Stadium as Marconi needed a last-minute penalty to come away with a 2-1 victory over NWS Spirit. St. George Saints recorded their first win of the season, defeating Sydney FC 2-1. Central Coast Mariners came away with a 5-3 win earlier today against Hills United. Currently, Rockdale lead the Western Sydney Wanderers by 3-1, and it's locked at 0-0 between the Wollongong Wolves and St. George City. This is, as I mentioned, the final game of the round. Good crowd in attendance here at Leichhardt Oval. Close to 1,000 people comfortably here today. A good atmosphere, a good show put on by the home team. Here's Stewart, who looked to have been in an offside position, but he's allowed to have a shot that doesn't trouble Levi Kay. It'll be a goal kick to the visitors. APIA started strong last week, and they ran off to a 3-0 lead in the first half. They look to be interested in doing something similar here. But Manly will look to thwart them in that. Speaking to Patrick Zwanswijk prior to kickoff. Zwanswijk said to keep an eye out for Bolzer. Got incredible technique. And here he is on the ball now. Does well there to get the ball out wide. Comes back in toward Coop. Headed away by Temba Mwatamalo. Here's Aganovic. Rose. Crossing one in, but comfortable take for Alex Parks. And if Zwanswijk spoke very positively and encouragingly about Bolzer, Franco Parisi was very happy with what he saw from Alex Parks during pre-season, only 18 years of age, stepping in for Boutsanis. But very confident in the youngster, nevertheless. Here's Franco Parisi. And how about that? You lose Rory Jordan, who in many teams in this competition would be best player or amongst the better ones. And you bring in Jack Armson. That just speaks the volumes of the depth that APIA have. Here they are with a good chance through Stewart. Deflected. It'll be a corner. First corner of the afternoon for the home team. And Jack Armson will be the one to take. We did speak about it a little bit last week, but he was on trials in Japan with a few second and third division teams. Had a few offers, but decided it wasn't the right move to make for him just yet. He'll deliver this set piece. Definite targets are Mwatamalo and Simmons. Goes toward Kuda though. Picked up there by Segredo and cleared away by Manly. Here's Kambayashi. Now the captain, Uchino. His pass is off, though, for Segredo. And how about that goal from Segredo last week? An absolute thunderbolt into the top corner. He's moved out wide right this week in place of Jordan to allow Armson to operate through the middle, where he's more comfortable. And that one will bounce out for a throw-in. Seiya Kambayashi playing against his former club, employed by Manly United last season. Very sought after player for a lot of clubs in NPL 1. In the end, APIA are the ones that did enough to get his signature. Watamala over the top for Armson, and Armson always makes those late runs. Those forward runs from that 10 position that are always so sought after. On that occasion, though, moved just a little too early. And in an offside position. Good start, though, from the home side. Already with a couple half chances. And here's Bolzer with a great touch. It'll be interesting to see how he deals, though, with the pace of the game. And I guess the physicality of the game as well. Was injured in round 1. Came off the bench against Sydney FC last week. And now gets a start here for Patrick Zwanswijk's team. Throwing for APIA deep inside Manly's half. Here's Caspers. Loses out. Still a throw though. Conditions in the earlier game were quite tough. It was very hot. Temperature has perhaps cooled down a little, but still in the sun, I imagine it's quite warm. There is a shadow slowly starting to creep over the pitch. Here's Segredo. Good challenge there by Cronin. McCarthy clips it forward. And Hillier showing a bit of pace, but can't get there to keep it in. Interestingly, at the start of round 3, APIA was in 12th place on the competition ladder. Manly United in 8th. And the tightness of the competition is displayed where after 3 rounds of football, we are without a team that has registered all 3 victories. Every team has dropped points at least somewhere. And that just shows you how tight it really is out there. Every game, so much on the line. Every team can take something from someone else. A heavy challenge by Segredo on Hillier. Looks to shake that one off. Here's Pires. Quickly closed down there by Kambayashi. Simmons now. Coop using his strength. Does very well there, Coop does. And still comes away with the ball. And almost plays the ideal ball forward for Cronin. St. George City has scored late against the Wollongong Wolves. They lead 1-0 now down the coast. You'd never say that Parks is only 18 years of age. Looks so very confident when the ball's at his feet. He looks quite experienced as well. And you can see why Franco Parisi has so much trust in his goalkeeper. Ball back here for Levi K. Aganovic plays it forward. Good ball into the feet of McCarthy. And Coop, he may have done enough here. Experienced defending by Muatamalo and intelligent goalkeeping by Parks. Stopped Coop from breaking through there. And Gibson can't bring that one under control. Manly will go the other way now via Bolza. Atletico Madrid Jr. is Miguel Bolza. Comes with a bit of pedigree and a bit of a CV as well. After the likes of Bruno Mendes, you need your foreign spots to be quality, and that's what Manly's expecting from Bolza. Mendes and Kambayashi last year. Coop. Now Belcardi. Here is Bolza. Rose with some space to attack the APIA defence. But Michael Kuda does the job. Here's Hillier. Could have seemed to have done enough, but Bowser now turns in the box. Still Bowser. Goes to go to the left, but strike over the bar. Goal kick for the home team. Segredo. Back for Kambayashi. Now Muatamalo. Under pressure here, Belcardi. Putting in the hard yards. Trying to force the error. Kambayashi comes away with the ball but gives it straight to the feet of Zach Svilagoy. And Svilagoy can't find the pass to Cronin. It'll be a throw in to Apia. Pressing high is Manly. Uchino uses his experience and looks for Gibson's run, but cut out by Perez. And now Svilagoy can calm things down for the visitors. Belcardi. Manly too well to escape that press there and the trap from Apia. Now Rose playing forward Bowser, but Eddie Caspers is there and clears upfield. They've given it away again. Here's Rose. Now Belcardi. Patient play by Manly. If they can't break it down, they'll start again. Giving away possession there, though. Now Simmons. Kambayashi has the run from Segredo, and he's seen it. And he's played a delightful ball through. Gibson wants it. Segredo took the extra touch. It was probably unnecessary. And Perez just throws Segredo to the ground in back play. Uchino quickly closed down by Coop, and look how hard Ben Coop is playing, really dropping deep into that to close that 6 role that Uchino covers so well. Not giving him too much time on the ball. We know he likes to dictate play, does Adrian Uchino. And the press there has forced the mistake from Rose. Throw in by Apia, taken quickly, and Jack Stewart's pass for his namesake, Jack Armson, just off there. Bowser, nice little touch there, but a judge to have used his hand. He's saying he was pushed in the back. The referee's not buying any of that, though. Here's Kambayashi. Delivers into the area towards Simmons, whose header is off target. Hillier forward to Bowser, picks it up again. Great ball forward for Coop, who's onside here. Manly trying to get numbers forward, but Coop just took his eye off the ball at the last vital moment. Here's Gibson, back for Armson. Great ball by Armson, but Kuda was just caught on his heels a little there. Of course, round 4 action in the NPL Men's New South Wales competition will be on midweek this week. all teams in action either Tuesday or Wednesday. And the action does start on Tuesday when Spirit hosts Sydney United at Christie Park. APIA has got a tough away trip to Penshurst Park where they'll face St. George City. While Manly are at home to Blacktown City also on Wednesday night. So tough games for both these two midweek. They've got the luxury though of not having to play the cup games straight away, coming into the later rounds. Cup action kicking off soon, but here's an opportunity for Coop. Headed away, not as far as it should have been, and the effort there by Saxon Hillier just wide of Alexander Parks' goal. First opportunity for the visiting team. And the header didn't have enough purchase behind it and fell into the path of Hillier, but his effort just wide. Good opportunity for Manly. Zvansvik will be encouraged by that. Here's Uchino. Segredo did enough to get a touch in. Great challenge by Hillier. And now McCarthy, but Armson backtracking and winning the ball. Gave too much of it away there, and Zach Svilagoy stepped out of defence to pick it up. Guatemala square for Simmons. 20 minutes in. Both sides have had a chance each now, but can Apia hit the front here? Kambayashi taking it forward. Finds the pass. Armson first time wide of the target. Took a deflection on its way from Hillier. It was a nice combination play. Eddie Caspers laying the ball off for Armson, who ran onto it but just couldn't direct it goalwards. I'll get another chance though as the Tor Timber make their way back. Flat delivery toward the far post, but Ganovic let it cross the line. Poor delivery from Jack Armson on that occasion. Not something that we're used to saying too often. Svilagoy for Pires. Now Cronin. Uchino gets there first. Combination between Segredo and Kambayashi, but again, Svilagoy strong. Arganovic heads it clear. Matamalo for Simmons. Kambayashi thought about the pass for Stewart, but then decided against it. He'd made the run. Stewart makes a lot of those late darting runs forward. Neither Gibson nor Armson made the run on that occasion. The pass came from Josh Simmons, but the run wasn't there. Again, Manly United opting to play out here. They've lost possession on this occasion. With Caspers. Still Caspers driving forward. Combines with Gibson. Caspers! And that's a wonderful goal from APIA Leichhardt. Eddie Caspers combines in the end with Ben Gibson before blasting the ball beyond Levi K. A fantastic run through midfield from Caspers before he combined with his number 9 and then blasted the ball beyond Levi K. An excellent goal from Franco Parisi's team. And it'll take us into the drink break. 1-0 APIA lead here at Leichhardt Oval, 23 minutes in. Another good start to a game for the home side. And Parisi will be very happy with what he's seen in the first 23 minutes. But in all fairness, I can't say that Patrick Zwanswijk would be too upset with what he's seen from his side either. They've put in a good display so far, in particular defensively. But on that occasion, some individual brilliance from Eddie Caspers. Undone all the good work Manly done up until this point. And the home side will be very pleased to be in front at this point in the game. Again, as we said, double header here today. Women's game was played prior to this one. On that occasion, Manly took the 3 points to the 1-0 victory. APIA looking to bite back with a win in the first grade men's. APIA won the under-20s men's game earlier this morning. Manly won the reserve grade game in the women's. So good battle here in this double header between APIA and Manly. But here in the first grade men's game, it's the home team that lead by 1-0 courtesy of Eddie Caspers. Here's Jack Stewart, APIA straight on the attack again. Stewart into the box, cleared away by Svilagoy. That was Casper's first goal of the season as well. Here's Stewart. Feeds the ball through for Segredo, and Armstrong was making the running behind. Good challenge by Perez. Those two have been battling all game. Few afters as well. Matamalo steps in front of Coop. Free kick for APIA. Ball toward the far post. Segredo's there. Cuts it back. Gibson cleared away by Svilagoy. Important interception. Last touch there off Cronin. Great challenge by Segredo. Here's Uchino. Try to dig that one out of his feet. Svilagoy clears away. Was taking no chances. McCarthy now. Back for Perez. Almost cut out there by Gibson. Belcardi spreads it wide to Rose. Belcardi's the option there in the middle. Rose goes on his own. There's no foul in that. And now APIA can break. They're quite dangerous in these quick transitions. Here's Stewart Kuda making the overlapping run. Still Jack Stewart. He's shot wide of Kay's goal. Svilagoy. Now Hillier. Pires plays it forward. Again, they're not moving away from this, trying to play the ball out from the back. Aganovic sends it toward Belcardi. Nice little ball. Tough one to deal with, though, for Belcardi. Now Stewart. Kuda. Kaspers making the forward run. Kaspers picks up the ball as well. Great ball into the area, but evades everyone and finds its way to the right back, Kambayashi. Segredo looking to play in Gibson, and so many little passages of play where APIA just try these little flicks in and around the box. One touch, two touch football max. Difficult to contain when they get it right, as they did for the goal when Kaspers combined with Gibson. Svilagoy looking for Belcardi, but the ball goes under his foot. Motamalo and Kambayashi playing a little bit of keep ball. Here's Kuda. Kuda in possession again. Clips it into the box. Aganovic clears away. Rose for Belcardi. Ball given away again. Uchino out wide for Kuda. Cuts inside, finds Kaspers. Moving the ball from left to right, the home side, waiting for the gap to appear. Motamalo. Kambayashi again, gets it back. Gibson was looking for the run of Segredo, which didn't come, but he manages to get there first anyway. Motamalo. I'll start again. Rockdale escaped with a 3-2 win at Wanderers Football Park. Western Sydney scored a late goal in the 93rd minute to make things interesting, but Rockdale held on. 3-2 win there. Here's Segredo again. Confidence from last week's spectacular strike. Here he is once more. This time well defended by Belcardi. And Aganovic clears it away. Coop can't keep it in. Full time down the south coast. Another late goal. This one going the way of the Wollongong Wolves. 1-1 full time there between Wollongong and St. George City. So the final game to be played of the round here. And APIA lead at the moment against Manly by 1-0. Great ball by Armson for Kambayashi. Into the area, cleared away by Aganovic. Again, great forward runs in the gaps by APIA. And it's all well and good making the runs in the gaps, but if you can't find the pass, there's no point. The difference is APIA, on more occasions than not, find the pass and then create the opportunity, as they did on that in that one there. They've got a corner now. Jack Armson's last one was disappointing. Can he deliver a better ball this time? Flat delivery again. Levi Kay was taking no chances. Very flat delivery. And the Manly keeper tipped it out for another corner. Armson will jog over to the other end now. Another driven ball. K under pressure. Muatamalo's effort cleared off the line by Zach Svilagoy. Looked a hand there. Looked a hand again there. And again. And again. There seemed to be 3 or 4 handballs in that passage there by Hillier, I think it was. But the referee waved it away. Armson's asking the question. I think the referee said he didn't see it. He looked pretty obvious from up here. Manly perhaps escaping with one there. Here's Kambayashi, forward for Armson. Svilagoy heads it on, and Kay keeps it in. And the pressure again from APIA. Looking to force the error. Great touch from McCarthy. Kept in by Cronin just. Strong challenge by Uchino. McCarthy taking out his frustration on the seat there on the substitutes bench. Here's Stewart. Belcardi working hard in defence and again making another strong challenge. And another one, that's 3 in a row by Belcardi, and Muatamalo had to get there ahead of Coop. How about Bilal Belcardi just biting like a bulldog in there? He's giving the ball away though, and Gibson, if he got his head up, he would have seen Levi K quite far out off his line. It was big to be hit there. And tries out again. This time clearing away and getting stuck into his teammates for the poor pass. And the turnover of possession. I said APIA in quick transition is a very tough team to hold at bay. Here's Kura. Caspers. Muatamalo. Looking for options. Finds Kambayashi. Simmons for Caspers, who got another run. Gets it back from Armson. This time goes down. And the referee points to the spot immediately. Didn't even have to think about that one. A clear trip. Eddie Caspers again. Straight through midfield. Combines with Armson this time. Goes down. And wins his side the penalty. Jack Stewart will take this in an attempt to score his first of the season. But Patrick Zvanslock will be very disappointed. That's 2 times in a row. Eddie Caspers has danced through the midfield and the spine of Manly, scoring the first one, winning a penalty the second. Can Jack Stewart punish Manly further and put this one away to double the home team's advantage? Stewart with a straight run up. Waiting for the keeper to stand on his line. He's now, and Stewart sends him the wrong way. And to the delight of the home crowd, doubles APIA's advantage. APIA Leichhardt now lead at Leichhardt Oval by 2-0 against Manly United. Again, questionable defending by Manly United. Straight through the spine of the team. Eddie Caspers has sliced through them on 2 occasions like a knife through butter. And both times they've been duly punished. How will Zwanzwijk's men react now? Parisi is almost where he was last week. They were 3-0 up at halftime last week. They're 2-0 up now. And Kut putting the pressure on Guatemala. And Kuta unable to keep that in after the pass from Simmons. They've won possession again. Good challenge from Armstrong on Hillier. Looking for Jack Stewart, who's finally got his first of the season. Given away there by the visitors. Interestingly, Parisi is having conversations with Sean Simmons on the bench. Could we perhaps see a forced substitution? Stewart's onside there. The line was very disjointed there for Manly. Falls for Kambayashi. He'll tell you he was looking for the pass for Michael Kuta, that he wasn't shooting, because that ball ended up closer to where it came from than to the goal. Good attempt nevertheless, hitting it full time on the volley. Would have been spectacular had it gone in. Instead, he allows the commentator a moment to have a bit of a laugh. Here's Belcardi, back for Aganovic and Kay. Good ball forward for Pires. And Jesse Pires driving forward now. And Cronin's touch takes him out of the field of play. Five minutes to go now in this first half. APIA, they're comfortable 2-goal advantage at the moment. Poor pass there from Simmons. Didn't quite get the run he was expecting. And even if he did, I'm not sure that anyone could have got on the end of that. Here's Filagoy. Now Pires. McCarthy picks it up. Tried to clip it inside for Hillier, but the APIA midfield was well aware and blocked the pass. Cronin. Caspers again, intercepts the pass. Now Stewart. Stewart goes with the left, took a deflection. It'll be another corner for APIA. Wouldn't they love a third? 2 weeks in a row going into the break, 3 to the good. So far, Armstrong has caused a few issues for Levi K from the corner. Can you do it again? Another driven corner. He's gone direct there, Armstrong, and he's almost caught K out on the outside of the foot. That would have been spectacular. We usually see the in-swingers, the ones that caused the problem with the inside of the foot, but that one with the outside would have been a very special goal for Jack Armstrong. I can tell you now, he absolutely meant for that. You could tell by his reaction as soon as he left his foot. That's what he wanted to do. Great turn from Stewart. Was looking for Segredo. He's been a little quiet this afternoon. Last week he was very much more involved. And a real old battle here with Jesse Pires. Now he might pinch this one. Segredo forces Pires into the mistake. Svilagoj strong. Ball given away though again to Uchino, and Apia will come once more. That's where he scored from last week. Casper's wide to Stewart. Stewart loves these positions. Jack Stewart onto the left, and Jack Armson at the far post makes it 3-0. An excellent first half once more by APIA Leichhardt. Jack Stewart loves standing up opponents, loves running at defenders when they stand at him square like that. Took him down to the byline, cut it across goal, and Jack Armson was Johnny on the spot to tap it home. Or Jackie on the spot, if you like. APIA Leichhardt 3, Manly United 0 after 44 minutes of play. Deja vu to last week. APIA well in control once more. They're showing their strength. Some may have been doubting their title or premiership and grand final aspirations this year after that 6-3 round 1 defeat, but they've proven everyone wrong so far. Here's McCarthy, brought down in a good position. Yellow card as well for Eddie Caspers. First yellow of the afternoon. And does this open the opportunity for a Harry McCarthy special? Miguel Balza wants something of it as well. They really need something soon, Manly. This one looks as though it may be just a little too far away. About 30 metres out. It'll take something special to beat Alexander Parks from here. It's a set piece drawn up from the training ground. And it was Zach Svilagoj's header that went wide. I think he was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. It was a good move from Manly. Probably their most dangerous play of the first half. As we move into first half stoppage time now. Here's Tembon Watamalo. And this is where the experience comes in from Simmons and Watamalo. Slowing the game down now. 3 goals are great. Get into the break like this. It's exactly what they would love to see. No need to take any risks at the moment. And allow Manly back into the game with a sniff. Uchino wins the header. Here's Stewart. Segredo wants it. Went to Gibson instead. Belcardi clears away. Uchino stops that one. Now come again, Apia. Maybe one final chance of the first half. Kambayashi flipped the ball over the central defenders of Manly United, but Levi Kay was there to pick it up. Matamalo thought of going on a run before Bilal Belcardi dropped the shoulder and sent him to the ground. This is perhaps the final chance of the first half. Stayed down, Temba Matamalo holding on to the knee. Anthony Sparacino on the bench. Definitely one that could come in if called upon for Franco Parisi's team. And he won't go forward for this free kick. Simmons will be the target, I'd say. Armson getting some instructions from Kambayashi. Ball goes toward the far post. foul on Svilagoy by Simmons, and it'll be a free kick to Manly. That should just about be that. Another impressive 45 from APIA. Well, hold on a second. Can APIA make it 4? Stewart for Gibson, and he's completely miskicked that. It's come off his ankle or even his heel, but it should have been 4 for APIA. Just as I was about to say, that'll be half time. They had one more golden opportunity, but it won't really matter at the moment because Franco Parisi's team is absolutely flying here for the second consecutive week at Leichhardt Oval. They lead by 3-0 against Manly United. The scoring was opened by Eddie Caspers after a fabulous individual run through midfield. The second, Jack Stewart from the penalty spot. Very similar run to the first. Eddie Caspers was this time brought down in the box. Jack Stewart stepped up, put the penalty away. The third and final goal of the first half was courtesy of Jack Armson. Jack Stewart crossing across goal. Armson arriving at the far post to make it 3. Half-time here at Leichhardt Oval. APIA Leichhardt 3, Manly United 0. And the teams are out for the second half here at Leichhardt Oval. And it's a halftime substitution for Manly United. They're down 3-0. And Patrick Zwanswijk has gone to the bench. I believe that Zach Svilagoy has been the one replaced. It looks as though they're going to a more conventional 4 at the back. They're playing what seemed to be with 3 central defenders. Svilagoy's exit and Paul's entry makes it look like there's 4 at the back, but it was some first half for the second consecutive week from APIA. 3-0. They lead here, courtesy of Eddie Caspers, Jack Stewart, and Jack Armson. And Kuda goes down there after the challenge from the substitute Paul. Ball forward for Kuda. Gibson. Now he goes down. Legs flying everywhere at the moment. That pass is off the mark. Caspers now wide for Kuda. Plays it forward for Stewart. Paul sticks the leg in. And now some space here for Gibson. Piri's trying to get there. Piri's had to let him go. Here's Gibson to make it 4. And it's Jordan Segredo to make it 3 goals in 3 games. And APIA, inside 90 seconds, have made it 4-0 here at Leichhardt Oval. The perfect start for Parisi in this second half. Cannot say the same for Patrick Zwanswijk's team. They'll be very disappointed having conceded so soon after the break. Ben Gibson made a fantastic run, got the better of Jesse Pires, and then unselfishly squared the ball up for Segredo, who is in some fantastic form so early on in the season, picking up his 3rd goal in as many games. That's 6 goals conceded now for Manly in 2 matches. They haven't really looked like scoring either. Heavy challenge there from Armson. Free kick for Manly. Luis Pires. Ball back for Levi K. Arganovic. He's pass cut out now, and now Stewart feeds in Gibson once more. Stewart will make the far post run. Segredo to the near post, but a fantastic challenge from Bilal Belkadi. He's made a few of those today. Distribution hasn't been great, but his challenges are right on point. He works very, very hard, the young man in midfield. Here's Pires for Belkadi. Here's Paul. His pass cut out by Stewart. Arganovic under a bit of pressure from Gibson. Still manages to get the ball to Rose, but he's closed down by Armson. And the press just continues on from APIA. Even though they're 4 to the good, they're not taking the foot off the pedal at all. They smell blood. They want more goals. Peter Kokeris is up now off the bench. Could see his introduction very soon as well. And Bolza hasn't really got into the game since those opening 15 minutes where he showed a few little sparks, but nothing more than that. Tough game to ask something more from him. Good run here by Cronin. Good ball in as well. Falls to Paul. Kieran Paul just over the bar. It was a great run by Corey Cronin down the left. Kieran Paul couldn't steer his shot goalwards. Alexander Parks has had a pretty comfortable day in the APIA goal. Came into the squad replacing Anthony Boutsanis. APIA keeper not 100%. Words from Franco Parisi. And he's more than comfortable to put in the young 18-year-old into the goal. And it showed as though it's no mistake at the moment. Very confident. Hasn't had much to do, but his presence there, communicating with the players in front of him, stepping up when needed. Armson intercepts that. Gibson and Stewart's got space. Gibson went the wrong way. Segredo thought about the early cross. He's got Kambayashi overlapping. That's where the ball goes. Stewart makes the near post run. Gibson couldn't get there. Good header away from Kieran Paul. Armson back for Kambayashi. Combining with Uchino. Muatamalo. Kura. We haven't seen him get forward too much today. Back for Parks. Doesn't need to get up, does he, when they've scored 4? And Parks there almost getting himself caught in a little bit of trouble. Ben Coop working hard to close the young keeper down. Luckily the ball bounced in his favour. Armson's touch let him down there. Manly throw, but look at that APIA press. Immediately jumping on, and they've won it here through Gibson. And Kay makes up for his error. Still not away though. Gibson to the far post. Segredo just misjudged that ball completely there, Jordan Segredo. It really should have been 5. If not for Gibson's chance, definitely for Segredo's. But the press is really paying dividends for APIA. Manly are absolutely struggling to deal with it at the moment. Here's Bowles up. Strong challenge from Jack Armson in midfield. And space there. Now appearing all over the place. Segredo drives forward. Kuda was asking for it. Segredo! Some save from Levi Kay. Fingertip. He's made 2 good saves, made up for that moment where he almost allowed Ben Gibson in. And really, it's a matter and a question of how many now, because Manly look as though they're lost at sea. Armson will deliver another one of those driven corners. Simmons is there. Hints of a handball. Guatemala trying to head it down. Struggling to clear their lines, Manly as well now. Armson won't get there before Paul, who just clears it out for a throw. As I said, APIA most definitely aren't resting on this 4-0 lead. They want more. Kuda does well, but so did Rose to get back and block the cross. It'll be a corner again, though. They're mounting up now for APIA too. A number of them in the first half. Armson with another driven corner. Guatemala at the far post. Putting the pressure on once more. Giving him the ball away again. Now Segredo. Gibson in front. Segredo goes on his own. Shot blocked. But again, APIA come. Tackle by Stewart. They go short this time to Kura. Missed clearance there, still not away. And now Bowser does well there to get beyond one. Not many options in front of him. McCarthy was looking for the runner Coop. Here's Kuda. Wide for Armson. Rose gets there first. And they've given it away. Kuda across goal, but Segredo just couldn't get there. And Cronin does well. Segredo could have had a hat-trick. The amount of chances he's had in this second period. Pass there off by Simmons. This could be an opportunity, an opening for Manly, but Bowser's forced back. And his pass is off the mark as well for McCarthy. Uchino for Caspers. Was heavily involved in the first half, been a bit quiet in the second. Stewart back for Kuda. Simmons closed down again. That's 2 times in quick succession. He's lost the ball and Parisi's going to the bench. Great little play here. Rose and saved in the end by Alexander Parks. It was a nice little layoff by Harry McCarthy. But Rose just couldn't wrap his foot around the ball as he would have liked. That was a comfortable save in the end for Parks. As Franco Parisi prepares to go to the bench, the experienced Sean Simmons to come on, along with Nicolas Azone. Cronin on the left. He's been impressive for Manly. Can't say there have been too many today that have really stood out, but one that's been busy. Delivers that one into the area and force Parks to tip it away. Paul now. Good defending back there from Stewart. And APIA will break here now. Stewart has Gibson ahead of him. Now Gunovich got caught out there. And now Gibson bearing into the box. Goes for a goal, but wide of the target. Probably rushed the effort there in the end. And Adrian Uccino will take his leave. Matamalo will take the captain's armband. And Jordan Segredo, the scorer of the fourth goal, will make his way off. Simmons will slot into that right wing position. And Azorne will go into the midfield. Aganovich for Belcardi. Now Paul. Great turn from Balza. Great ball from Balza. Coops managed to stay on side. Coop has got that wrong. Parks read it as well. Was already sprinting off his line. Substitutions in the offer as well for Zwanzwijk. Zain Akluwalia coming on and Peter Kakeris. Stewart plays that one forward, but well read. In fact, it'll be a quadruple change for Patrick Zwanzwijk. Ezra Palombini and Stefano Rosello also coming on. So 4 changes, a commentator's nightmare. But luckily, we're on top of that nice and early. As for who's coming on at least, who comes off, well, that may be another problem we face in a minute or so. Given away there by Balza. Stewart thought about playing the reverse ball for Caspers. Well intercepted there by Hilliard. And now Simmons with his first touch of the game. Simmons goes for a goal. Stung the palms of Levi Kay. Here's Paul. Belcardi. Quick recap of the results so far this round. Sydney Olympic yesterday defeated Sydney United 6-0. Blackdown City beat Sutherland Sharks 3-2. We'll just see this chance here because Bowles has played it into Coop. But again, APIA defence reacting well. And cleared away by Parks. Marconi with the last minute penalty. Defeated Spirit 2-1. St. George Saints got the better of Sydney FC 2-1 for their first win of the year. Central Coast Mariners beat Hills United 5-3 today. Rockdale continued their unbeaten start. They defeated the Western Sydney Wanderers 3-2. Wollongong scored late to draw against St. George City. And of course, in the final match of the round, APIA lead Manly United by 4-0. Here's Balza. Gets away with that. Spreads it wide for Cronin. And here come those 4 changes. Well, Ben Coop is one of them, as is Bilal Belkadi, Harry McCarthy, and Miguel Balza, the other. Incoming are Peter Kikeris, Ezra Palombini, Zain Ahluwalia, and Stefano Rossello have all come on to the park for Manly. Patrick Zvanzlik obviously with an eye over the midweek clash against Blacktown City at home. I wouldn't be surprised if Franco Parisi does the same soon. He's already gone to the bench. Tough game for them as well, away to St. George City at Penshurst Park on Wednesday night. That'll be a difficult game, a real test for Parisi. St. George having to settle for a draw today. Simmons on the turn. Azon has made the run forward. Little clip over the top, but well read by Pires. Aganovic back for Kay, who almost got caught in possession. Aganovic again now. Plays it forward for Aluwalia. Here's Aluwalia again, keen to get in on the action. Rossello, who did score in round 1, Stefano Rossello. Wins the ball back there. Connor Rose now operating through the middle as the lone striker. Kuda deals with that one, and Armson plays it out wide for Stewart. Kuda twists and turns. Kikeris putting the pressure on, and Aganovic as well to bring that one down. It's better from Manly. The most passes we've seen them put together in a while, really. Here's Kikeris. Blocked there by Kuda. Armson goes down. No foul, says the referee. Good call. Simmons. Great turn and use of the body. Couldn't find the pass to Nicolas Azone. Now Stewart. He saw Kay off his line, thought about it. Strong challenge from Simmons. Almost worked out the perfect ball for Gibson, who just manages to keep it in here. Up against Aganovic. Gets beyond him quite comfortably. Again, another 1-2 inside the area. Trying to dance through. Gibson couldn't get beyond Aganovic in the end, who used his body well to shield the ball, allowing Kay to come out and pick it up. Still 20 minutes remaining in this one. As I said, Manly already most definitely thinking about Wednesday night, but you want to go into Wednesday with some sort of a positive. And if you can get something out of these final 20 minutes, it really changes the outlook for Wednesday as well. Aganovic, wide for Paul. First time pass forward. for Rossello, but that's a strong challenge from Paul in behind there on Caspers. And two more changes incoming now for APIA. Alex Denmead and Luigi Di Troia. Coming off is Ben Gibson and Jack Armson. Armson with a goal and an assist. No goals for Gibson, but an assist for the first and fourth goal. I imagine that Sparacino will be used soon as well. It looks as though he's putting his shin pads on and doing his finishing touches on the bench. Drinks break happening at the moment. That's why we've got this mini pause in play. Still is quite warm here at Leichhardt Oval this afternoon. It's APIA who are well in control. They lead 4-0. 3 first half goals. The first going the way of Eddie Caspers. The second from the spot via Jack Stewart. Jack Armson making it 3 just before half time. On the other side of the break, only moments in, Jordan Segredo made it 4, and that's where we're at the moment. Just under 20 minutes remaining here. But right now, Franco Parisi's team is in a very good place. Ball over the top. Di Troia didn't give up on it. Here's Stewart. Plays it forward for Denmead. Denmead almost breaking through there. He's gone down. His ankle or his foot seems to get stuck in the ground for a moment, but he's back up on his feet. Looks like he's running freely. Here's Di Troia. His pass intended for Denmead. Just off. Maganovic back for Levi K. Kekeris. His pass intercepted. Denmead now looking to run at Cronin and Aluwalia. Alex Denmead has something about him. You can see that there's a lot of talent there. And one that in time to come will definitely be a starting first grader. Still only young. Feel as though Manly just want the referee's whistle to come as soon as possible. I want to head back to the Northern Beaches, start focusing on Wednesday night's game against Blacktown City. These ones are always tough to take. He's been out of the game for such a long time. Just can't wait for the final whistle to come from the referee. Stewart, square for Caspers. Now Denmead clipping that one towards Simmons. Great touch from Simmons. Across goal. Cleared away. And Kikeris can't keep it in. Here's Stewart. He loses possession. Rose. And Rosello's pass for Kikeris now cut out. Too many times Manly has turned over possession in this game. That's what's been the difference, really. And Azorne gets the last touch on that one and takes the ball out of play. Kuda does the job on Kikeris. Here's Paul looking for the run of Rose. Instead chose to go short here to Kikeris. Good turn from Rosello. Keeps the ball. Pires. Is it wide? Good ball. And now Cronin breaks in, cuts it back. Azorne clears away. Watamala now heads clear. Spread wide by Hillier. Palombini loses out. Kambayashi moving forward. Simmons does very well. Good use of the body. And now Stewart. And again, we said he likes this sort of area against Paul this time though. Goes to Detroit. Gets it into Simmons, but the flag's been raised. Offside. Offside. Play will get called back. I'll tell you what, I think Connor Rose felt he may have been off there. Not offside, but off to the races. He would have rather the advantage, I'd say. Instead, though, the play's being called back. It'll be a free kick for Manly. It was Simmons that was caught offside. Here's Hillier. Forward for Palombini. But Kambayashi's there. Hillier gets there to cut out that run of Alex Denmead. Arganovic driving forward for Manly, trying to get them started. Instead, he's lost the ball, and this could be dangerous because the centre-back's gone forward. Kuda's running around Stewart. It's the only option he has. Michael Kuda. Good challenge from Pires. And he wins the goal kick as well. Good tackle. And we will have that final substitution now for APIA. Sparacino isn't quite ready yet. He's still getting information given to him. And that substitution will happen now. David De Butzo was deep in conversation with Sparacino. Franco Parisi went to make the sub, only to notice that his substitute was still getting instructions from the assistant coach. Michael Kuda will be the one to exit the field of play. And Anthony Sparacino comes in his place for the last 10 minutes of this one. Hillier plays that wide for Cronin. Cleared by Kaspers. And Kabayashi definitely used a hand there. Thought he was going to get away with it. The referee spotted it though. It'll be a free kick for Manly and could give them the opportunity to send Aganovic forward. Perhaps get up and get a consolation for Manly. As I said, it's important how Manly finishes this game. Really tough midweek task against Blacktown City. So they'll want to head into that one in as positive mood as possible, but it looks as though Kakeris wants to hit this. He does. And that's the less said about that effort, the better, I'd say. Disappointing nonetheless. Goal kick for APIA. Simmons plays it forward to his brother Sean, who couldn't flick it on. Azone, good strength. Matamalo now going on his own run forward. Kambayashi back for Kaspers. Now Denmead. Karnovic clears away, but could be pounced upon by Kambayashi. Manly regain possession. Comfortable with it at the moment. Hillier having Simmons snap at his ankles and getting the free kick. Referee tried to play advantage. In the end decided there was none, so he brought the play back. Aganovic. His pass is off. The story of the afternoon, no doubt, for Manly United. Things just haven't gone their way. Too many times they've given possession away too cheaply. They let Kaspers run straight through them on a couple occasions. They got punished both times. After they had a somewhat promising start before that, they conceded the first goal. At least something positive to work on for Zwanswijk moving into training this week. Everything else, though, definitely an afternoon to forget for Zwanswijk and his team. Positive result in the women's game, though, coming away with a 1-0 victory, Manly United, over the reigning premiers. A fantastic start to the campaign for them. That game was played just before this one, also here at Leichhardt Oval. And what's been a fantastic day. Good crowd in attendance as well. Around about 1,000 people in attendance. Numbers have dropped off a little now, but at the start of this game, the stands were quite full. It was a good sight to see as well. Hopefully those crowds continue throughout the season. Here's Kambayashi playing against his former club. Today's put in a solid shift. happier after the game as well. APIA recording their second straight win. This one is all but done now. Well, they scored 10 goals in 3 games, APIA, so you definitely know you're in for a tough game when APIA comes to town. 3 in their first game, 3 in their second, and 4 in their third. They'll come up against a tough defence, though, on Wednesday night. Well-drilled St. George outfit. Here's Stewart. It doesn't get much easier for Manly either, though. Coming up against Blacktown City, who's free scoring themselves. They scored 6 against APIA in round 1. They scored 3 last night as well, so no strangers to finding the back of the net either. Here's Aganovic. Wide for Paul. Kakeris. Great challenge from Simmons. Azone does well in defence there. Kambayashi. Forward for Matamalo. Finds the pass to Caspers. Runners everywhere for APIA, but Piries stops that one from eventuating to anything more serious. Alualia for Hilia. Now Aganovic. Aganovic clips this one forward for Rose, but even Connor Rose can't get there. He looks like he's struggling as well. Most of these players train and play on synthetic, so when they come to a grass pitch, it's obviously a little bit different. The muscles react differently. They fatigue quicker. You imagine that'll be a problem for a lot of teams when they come to Leichhardt Oval. APIA will be here until Lambert Park's renovations are complete. And from what I understand, it shouldn't be too far away, maybe a month or 2 away. New synthetic pitch going in, new drainage going in. A full renovation there. I look forward to seeing that pitch in full flight when it's ready in a couple of weeks, in a couple of months' time, or a month's time. But for the time being, APIA will call Leichhardt Oval home. And they'll use it to their advantage. Here's Azone. Denmead, good turn there, good feet. Has a go! Alex Denmead did well to turn there, create the space for himself, and force Levi K into a good save. They'll get a corner now as well, APIA. Jack Stewart will take this one with Armstrong having been substituted. Stewart goes direct, and Kay had to tip that one over as well. As we tick over into the final minute of the 90. Stewart now will jog over to the opposite side. Ball Ball comes in, another flat delivery. Simmons tried to get there. Last touch did come off him. It'll be a goal kick. No Rory Jordan, no Anthony Boutsanis, but no worries for APIA. They've got so much depth and ability. They're most definitely title contenders again. Here's Hillier. Well, tracked back there by Detroit. And now Stewart, waiting for the cavalry to arrive. Finds Azone. Kambayashi. Muatamalo. Just calming things down now. APIA into stoppage time. Beautiful little combinations there between Simmons, Denmead and Sparacino. Azone comes away with it. Caspers now. Great pass there by Simmons. Detroit has a go. Over the bar though. Referee has a look at the watch. Aganovic plays it through to Hillier. Sends it forward now. That one doesn't find the teammate. It'll be a APIA throw deep inside their own half. Simmons coming in for support now and offering an option. That's where the ball goes. He'll take another throw, but this one took the last touch off him, tried to disguise it as much as he could. Assistant referee there on the near side saw it all happen. Throw goes the way of Manly. Hillier turns. Square for Aluwalia. Now Kakeris. Back for Aluwalia. Rose, can Manly get a consolation? Doesn't seem likely at the moment. Kambayashi clears away. Aganovic. Ball lost again for Manly. Stewart now, can APIA get one last opportunity to make it 5? Stewart goes direct to the near post. Off target, and it'll be a goal kick. It should just about be that. We're into the 4th minute. Referee puts the whistle to the mouth. Full time here at Leichhardt Oval. APIA Leichhardt run out convincing 4-0 winners against Manly United. Goals went the way of Eddie Caspers in the first half. Jack Stewart then scored from the spot. Jack Armstrong made it 3 just before the break. And just after half time, it was 4-0 when Jordan Segredo scored the final goal of the afternoon. It was a clinic by Franco Parisi's team here this afternoon. They put in a fantastic performance and run out deserved 4-0 winners. That's it for this week. Make sure to tune in midweek for more NPL Men's New South Wales action. Action starts on Tuesday night at Christie Park. when the Northwest Sydney Spirit hosts Sydney United. Continues on Wednesday, both these teams in action. Manly hosting Blacktown City, while APIA make the tough trek to Penshurst Park to face off against St. George City. But for now, that's good night. We hope you enjoyed the action and the goals. We'll see you midweek for some more football action.